children. I wouldn't bet on the Titans as long as Brian Callahan was the coach.
Lord.
He's not the coach. We are back, baby. Brian Callahan.
Wow.
The record will never be broken. Honestly, I guarantee it will never be broken. He finishes his career 4-19 against the spread. Worse than any coach in NFL history. Fired coach bump. New England third straight road game. Again, it's 7 points for the Titans. I don't need them to win outright, KW. I just need it to be 21-17. Titans +7.
They're getting brave.
And last but
yeah, let's talk about this. New England Patriots fans, you should take this as disrespect. I'm telling you right now, Drake May fans, you should treat this as disrespect. The Titans have been a mess. I have really high hopes for Cam Ward. I hope he gets on track. I hope the Titans can get on track. Cam Ward is the type of quarterback that I want to see succeed. It ain't happening so far. Okay, it ain't happening. And you can see that these games, for the most part, haven't even really been close. The closest one that really kind of feels, and we'll take the Cardinals and the Titan. That game was ridiculous for so many different reasons. So, but like really kind of in theory, the closest game was the Broncos versus the Titans. Broncos weren't playing that well. Like that was also just a bizarre game. That was week 1, etc., etc. But these games have not been competitive. The Rams versus Titans, the Colts versus the Titans, the Texans versus the Titans again, the Cardinals or Titans, bizarre game, the Raiders versus the Titans, and now it's the Patriots. Okay? With the return of Big Daddy Verrill. I don't care that it's their other game on the road. Like, the Patriots can't handle that. That's the benefit of having experienced, seasoned veteran coaching staffs and having a Drake May who is not ripping his shirt off at midfield and dancing and celebrating like he just won the Super Bowl after every win, right? Like you're talking about a lot of maturity here. And again, you have a team that absolutely wants to get after it for their coach in the return of Tennessee. That owner mistreating him, treating him like he's expendable. I promise you, they are going to rally behind that. Now, it's up to the Patriots to take care of. It's up to the Patriots to be good enough to be able to do that. But this should be a game where you're just like, this is not even remotely competitive. This should be a game where you actually feel bad for Cam Ward, where you're just like, ah, man, you're a good guy. I think you could be a good quarterback. It's just not going to happen this game right now. It's just not going to happen right now. This should be a game that Drake May, where Vibble's like, thank you for firing me. You see that quarterback that I have right now? He's the future. He is him. He is him. There should be zero reason why this team cannot take care of business. And it's not. Again, I'm not saying you have to win by 30 here. But the closest you get to them making it within like 7 points is if you're up by 14. Okay, and it's going into the final minute. There's like 45 seconds left or something like that. Like whatever it is, you've just been handing the ball off. The Titans are just like, oh my God, we got nothing left. And you break in for a touchdown. Now it's 14 opponent. And then like Patriots are like half paying attention. But even then I'll be like, no, I'm not even okay with that. So this game should just never feel competitive. This should not be a game where you're like, oh wow, it's a 3-point game. Yeah, the Patriots, they've been controlling the game, but they're up by 3 with 12 minutes to go in the fourth. You know, like I don't know, I know. Then there's like a random 3 and out for the Patriots. You're like, man, Titans score here. We got ourselves a game. They're in one of those in-betweeners where you're like, do they kick the field goal and tie? Or like, I don't know, like what's like none of that should be on the table. And I'm telling you right now, none of that should be all on the table. I'm like so excited right now because we have a whole handful of these games with these teams where they're like, what type of team are you going to be this year? What type of team are you becoming? Are you the team that like has arrived? We've been talking about this with the Broncos, with the Falcons. You know, it's like, have you arrived? And it's funny because obviously, ironically, it is the Patriots beating both teams, like the Falcons and the Patriots beating the Bills and proving like, hey, this is who we are. This is what we can do. We can be a legitimate team moving forward. The Patriots, it should feel like this game right here. 42-3, that's what it should feel like. 42-13. Cam Ward should look like I told you. You should, as a Patriots fan, you should actually genuinely feel bad. You should be like, I feel bad right now. I feel bad. Have some compassion in your heart. Okay? And Drake May should continue to be elite. Should continue to be like, yeah, I know I'm young. Better put me in the MVP conversation right now. Better put me in the MVP conversation. So this take shouldn't even be remotely accurate. There should be no, oh, interim coach bump. No. Because that's also the thing we talk about this too. The Patriots should be good enough where the upheaval of coaching and the moving the, just pulling all the random levers around, just the disorganization, and now just throwing random people into random spots like, okay, it's time for you to take this job, this job, this job. It's time for you to do this, you to do that. Like when you have a veteran, team, so to speak, and veteran coaching staff like the Patriots have, like you should be able to exploit that in a heartbeat. You should be able to exploit that in a heartbeat. So, I'm excited. I usually don't touch things like this. Like I for the most part, I care about quality of play rather than what, like, the actual final score is itself. I really don't get lost in like, oh, you're a better team if you win by 14 or if you only win by 10 or 7. Like, it all depends on, because again, we know how scores kind of get weird at the end of games and whatnot. And the vast majority of games are one-score games. And like I said, I just care about the quality of the game itself. But when you see how the Titans have been playing, when you see how the Patriots have been playing, and when Nick kind of throws this in the fire of like, hey, the Titans just don't need to get blown out, and you put this all in perspective of who the Patriots are right now, who Mike Rabel is right now, Drake May, etc., you're just like, I don't know, this should have Arizona Cardinals versus Washington Commanders vibes. The return of Cliff Kingsbury. Jin Daniels arriving saying, I am him, you are not. You Cliff Kingsbury was not the problem. Thank you for firing him. This should be like a thank you Tennessee Titans game. Thank you so much for giving us a great coach. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the New England Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans? Do you think this game will be close? Do you think there's a potential that the Titans could actually lose? Or excuse me, the Titans could actually win and the Patriots lose? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.